That's the question, as it now turned into a deadly life. Just to make things clear, last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask, and whoever that was, now they're... I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. I told you there's a corpse hanging out here.
No way!
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. Oh my friggity frack. Well, let's start with the body. We need to find out who this actually is. It's simple, right? Pull away the mask. But there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery. But one thing I do know, it is that person, is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here? This is so weird, right? Like, possibilities that it could be 16 students, although according to Kyoko it was with her, from the body. Although it is wearing heels. Actually, never mind. It is wearing heels, although those could sort of be man boots with you know, heels, I guess, I don't know. But the fingertips makes it look like you're actually wearing, what's it called? Finger paint? Not finger paint, nail polish, that's what it's called. But you don't see any, you know, boobs, so obviously that's the first thing I look at when trying to determine whether someone is a man or a woman. So yeah, so it could actually, from like, by looking at the shoes and the fingers now, it actually seems like it could be the 16th student. But the other possibility that it could be is that it's the mastermind, but why the frick would the mastermind come out all of a sudden and try and kill Makoto? That makes no sense. So those are, I feel like, the only two possibilities, unless this is Kyoko somehow, but I doubt that's the case. Their heart isn't beating. They're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl at least.
Huh?
How can you tell?
Well,
I think I see the outline of her chest, and just the general shape of the body. I didn't see anything on her chest, and believe me, Hina, I inspected very clearly. Unless there's like really thick layers of that white cloak that the person is wearing. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Well, alright, Hina probably knows better than me though. Really? Then it could be... Exactly. Okay then.
yes!
Let's just tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait. Don't. But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out towards the mask. And in the next instant... What? There was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up, it blew up, it blew up, it fucking blew up. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. What the fuck? It passed out? It exploded? That means that someone put the bomb there, right? Must have. It can't be, everything, what the fuck? there's no part of your body that can become explosive after it stops living, you know? At least not a natural part of your body. So it has to be a bomb, of course. Probably the bomb that... Who was holding on to it? I'm not sure, actually.
Come on.
Hurry up. Put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Splish splash. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. Really? So typical of Byakuya, right? He went through the trouble of getting the water bucket filled with water, but he had to give it to Makoto so that Makoto could throw it on the water instead of he himself doing it. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Sploosh dish splash. Well, thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. Yep, they definitely wanted to hide the identity of this body. Like, that no way that person were going to recognize that person. I mean, look at it, it's burned into a crisp. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it? What the hell, man? It exploded?
What did you say?
Had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body... unsalvageable. It's burnt to a crisp! That's beyond well done, man! Don't compare it to a steak! I'll never be able to eat steak again! But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Kyoko? Huh?
What?
If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? No, that ain't Kyoko. I'm pretty sure that ain't Kyoko. Then, that dead body is Kyoko? No, nobody can convince me that that is Kyoko, okay? Hell no. No, that can't be right. Even if there was just like, her face was actually dead on there, no way would I believe that's Kyoko. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko.
But...
I mean, who else? There is one other person.
in other words...
The Mastermind. Ah, you thought something similar, Byakuya. What? The Mastermind?
What the heck?
Come on! There's no way! The Mastermind got charbroiled? Get serious! I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering, but I have reason to believe it may be true. The Mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Like, that's the thing. I originally thought that this may be like, it could possibly be like a decoy Monokuma, just to, I don't know, give us something to play with, I don't freaking know. But the fact that when we found the body as well, right, that the body discovery announcement wasn't made, I mean, that's gotta be controlled by the Mastermind too, right? So something definitely seems like something is up with the Mastermind. I mean, they mentioned that this was one of many possible Monokumas, right? It's pretty clear now that Monokuma's a robot. Unless, once again, this is a decoy to throw us off, but I don't know. It's clear that at least this Monokuma is a decoy, so that follows the sort of train of thought of having the Mastermind being a person and controlling Monokuma, and therefore he can't really do both. When he's controlling Monokuma, he can't check the surveillance cameras and that sort of stuff, you know? So, the fact that this Monokuma was just here, lying around, doing absolutely nothing, just basically seeming to be malfunctioned, or just broken, that would sort of also hint towards something possibly happening to the Mastermind. So it's definitely possible that that body could have been the Mastermind, which is why I kind of thought it could be, but... So probably Byakuya actually thinks the same. It's possible. Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right?
But
That corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what the alter ego said? Yeah, this. That same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. But that's the headmaster though, right? There was always a clear distinction between the headmaster and the mastermind. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
what the heck?
He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corp obviously isn't. Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Makuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak. I love the fact whenever the 16th student gets mentioned, this music starts playing. I'm like, what? Like, it's this huge discovery.
What?
What are you talking about? I mean, it's gotta be, it probably feels that way for all the other students because they didn't really think and know about this. So they're probably having a similar reaction as to we had back then. Like, wait, what? The 16th student? And then dun 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 dun. The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
It sounded like Kyoko thinks Makuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. I feel like that has been mentioned somewhere very early on, like in chapter 2 or something. Or chapter 3, I don't know exactly, but I feel like the distinction... Because I remember very early on that I tried to really sort of keep them separate in my head. The mastermind and the headmaster, even though they sound very similar because they both have mastermind, right? But for some reason I feel like I clearly made the distinction in my head that they were two different people. And it had to have been something, I guess, somewhere back in chapter 2, I'm guessing. Because that's when we got access to the library. That's where we found the letter. Remember the letter? And then some stuff that Alter Ego found out about. Although that happened in chapter 3, though, I believe. But there's definitely a clear distinction, for me at least. I could be wrong. There's another student here. And it's a female that would match the body's characteristics.
So,
And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermind-y, don't you think?
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl Makuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair? Good job, hero, you've been listening. But if she's been hiding in here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd she wind up burnt to a crisp?
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense. Did she just suddenly blow up and then die? I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait!
What?
Uh-oh, she's gonna point out the survival knife. Aren't we forgetting something? You know? Toko?
What?
Oh yeah! She got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Nah, she's fine. She survived! Oh, she survived. What just happened, Master?
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, and I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live.
What the heck?
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. Well. Right now, I have to focus on the body. Alright, we'll look at the body first then. I should take a close look at the body one more time.
So,
Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry. I don't plan on touching the body all that much. No, just the crispy areas, you know. I'm not Kyoko after all. Well, dang. What the heck is that? Alright, what exactly can we examine here? 5 places. Let's start on the body. Hold on. There's something on the ground there. Wait, really? That's the first thing? Okay, that's the first thing we have to look at. There's something next to the body. It's a key? I thought it was like a USB. Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? But what did you steal? Oh, blah blah blah.
So,
I stole this. But the key looks very different. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right. The key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is... something else? What is it? Did you find something? Yeah. This was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then? Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean...
So in other words...
Biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the 2nd floor. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now? As usual, what else has changed? Okay, so we're just heading out and just looking around. Alright. The biolab. The biolab was like pretty close here. This thing was locked too. Wait. Let's just head to the biolab first. Well, the biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key, I found in the garden into the keyhole. The key isn't even close to fitting, which means the key doesn't go to this room. Alright, well, I guess we'll just have to keep looking around. Data lab, let's try this one. Door to the data center was definitely locked before. Alright, let's give it a shot. Oh, it did work! It fits! Then this is the key to the data center. I managed to unlock the data center! I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. So you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center, down on the 4th floor.
Huh?
Then we can get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have the key on them? I suppose we'll have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm actually really surprised that nobody's pointed out the fact that, you know, the murder weapon at all, you know? Considering that seems like one of the first things that you were to look at. First you look at the body, then you look at the possible murder weapon. The fact that maybe it was just so obvious, like, oh, you see the murder weapon on them, therefore you don't really think about it too hard. But I feel like at some point people might think like, hey, you know, this is the survival knife that we gave to Makoto, right? Here we are. It looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not gonna be another huge kaboom like there before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry. We have Makoto. Ah, fuck you, Byakuya. What?
In other words...
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. Yeah, you trust me so much that I'm the guinea pig to run in first in case of explosions and stuff. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. And yet, we're still gonna do it or not? Okay. Remember the words that Kyoko told us? Sometimes you just have to take risks. Otherwise, you'll never move forward. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Oh, nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. This is the Monokuma room. Holy freaking shit, look at how... Oh my god! The cameras of every... Wait! They do have cameras of us in our each in our room? In a word, the room was... strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Yep. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms. I mean, he must have this, otherwise there's no way for him to keep track of everything, you know? Every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
Is the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. And they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Huh? And this room is...
It's all clear now.
The Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. We can definitely we definitely know for sure, right, that something has gone kind of wrong with the Mastermind's plan. I'm pretty sure this is not part of his plan, right? Up until, like, the end of chapter 4, I feel like everything has sort of mostly, if not entirely, gone through the Mastermind / Monokuma's plans. But we can definitely tell that something is wrong, unless this is somehow part of the Mastermind's plan, but I kind of doubt it. It could be, but I don't know. Because this seems really strange. This just seems too private of a room and too private of a thing for the Mastermind to want us to see and have access to. Therefore, something definitely has gone wrong with his plan, and I'm pretty sure Kyoko will have something to do with it. Maybe the 16 student as well, in a sense. I don't freaking know. Or the 16 student was actually just working for the Mastermind. It could be that too. The Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here, watching us like a creepy pervert. Then I think this settles it. Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Makuro Ikusawa, and she was the Mastermind. Huh? Then the Mastermind is dead? Like really, really dead? It would seem so. What? For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The Mastermind is dead? I don't know. This seems a bit too good to be true. I don't know. Like, I can definitely agree that the possibility is there that that is the Mastermind, but I'm not entirely sure if it actually is. Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, the body. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. Nah, I mean, that's one of the illnesses I'm so scared of, you know, just randomly dying by a knife in the gut. That's one of the natural causes of deaths that I'm really deeply concerned about. So, who was it that...
But
But if the Mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole!
how about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit! Come on!
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. But what about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. I actually somewhat agree with Byakuya, right? Because indeed, if the Mastermind is dead, that means we have full control of the school now, and the Mastermind is gone. So, you know, nobody's stopping us from doing anything that we want. So we can leave anytime that we want to. So why not explore and actually try and find out why the fuck why we were here in the first place? Then just leave right now. And because I feel like this is something that's obviously, if we leave out of this, you know, if we leave out of this place without getting answers, I feel like that's gonna haunt us for probably the rest of our life. Because it's not something you can easily forget, this experience. Therefore, you might as well find the answer and, you know, sate your curiosity about it. And therefore, you leave this place with sort of a... like it has ended, like you closed this chapter of your life. And I'm bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered.
What?
Murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
Of course. The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubts. The Mastermind was murdered.
But
Why it's gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind.
I'm telling you!
How do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to the Master ever again! The Mastermind's purpose, and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let's begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind.